as leaders, we've been called to lead, we've been called to guide the people. Now, in the case of Joseph was a born leader, a natural leader, and he knew it. He already found out the quality that he has, and he he took hold of every opportunity that came for him. And because Joseph was a great leader, people around him were blessed. His leadership yielded a lot of good things. And what's Joseph's story in that part just tells me how much of how we should always show up as leaders. We should step up. We should step up as leaders and take roles. We should step up and take our place in leadership. I feel like it is going to be um not so good. It's not going to make sense that we go to a place that we know that we can actually do something great for ourselves by being in a leadership position in a particular time at a particular place, and we just don't take it up because we like, what would people say, what would they not say, what would they do, what would they not do, people are going to talk about it, so I don't really want to take it up. I don't want to take this position because I want to avoid the comments of people. I It's just, to me, it's selfish because your skills are needed. The apple does not serve itself. The apple tree does not eat the fruit it bears. So does the apple does not eat itself. It actually bears fruit for the people around. So it's actually selfish that if you possess a certain quality that you know fully well that we're going to help people out there, and you just hold it for yourself because you're always thinking about what people say. If the apple tree has thought about what people will say, it wouldn't have bear its fruit, because in the end, people will talk. What is a good if it is not being talked about? Even the good and the bad will be talked about, will be pointed at. So it is because most time when the good is being talked about so much, people talk about it so much, is because it is actually good. Now take for example, an apple is being sold, a very fine, beautiful apple is sold, and it's big, not the regular kind. And some people be like, oh my, this apple is so beautiful and big. I would love to get some for myself. And some people, because they're not able to afford it, will be like, oh, this apple that it's so big like this. Are you sure it's natural? Are you sure it's not chemically induced? People will talk, people will point, and people always look at the direction. And again, it is actually going to be, how would I put it? I feel like when we don't step up as leaders to take charge or position of a particular place, and someone else does, that the aftermath or the after effect of whatever it is that we see, we don't get to complain. It's going to sound somehow, but that's just the truth. When you know that this particular position, that you know that you go for it, you're going to get it, but you're always thinking about what people will say, and then you don't take up the position, and someone else does, and you begin to complain because this person is a terrible leader. You don't get to complain. You get to take the after effect of it, just like that. So we as Christians have been called, we've been given the power. We've been given the power of leadership. We are born with it. We are sons and daughters of God. We can't say God's our father and not have these attributes of the father in us. Is it to make wealth? Is it to be successful? Is it to lead? We've been given something that stood out for me in the Bible characters, and the characters in the Bible, is the act of leadership. Even when it wasn't making sense, even when they weren't capable, but for every chance and opportunity they got, they took hold of it, and they became so it is so serious about it. So it is just a say. This is a call to all of us out there. And you know that you are good at leadership. It doesn't matter what the people will say, because people will talk. Whether or not you take up the position, things will be said. What is the good of a thing if it's not being spoken about, if it's not pointed at? So it is, take up your place. Take up your place. Occupy till I come. It is we taking up positions. It is we taking up positions and leading. A lot of people do not know what directions to take. We've been called to be voice, to be voiceless. Let's not say people are blind and people do not have common sense, that things like this. They should have known what to do. Yes, they should have known, but they do not know. So we that know about it, what are we doing? What are we doing? So it is step up. It is step up and take the place and lead the people.